Well, the past 48 hours, back to our top story here in Cincinnati, have been some of the most violent in city history. 19 people shot, 4 of them killed, and now police are ramping up patrols in the neighborhoods where those shootings took place.
But what happens when communities don't trust law enforcement to keep them safe? WCPO 9 News reporter Kristen Swilley spoke to those with experience bridging that gap.
Chief Elliot Isaac announced increased patrols to reduce violence, but as society, particularly communities of color, really re-examine what it means to have a large number of police in their neighborhood, the role of law enforcement becomes an even bigger balancing act.
That level of violence is unprecedented and is unacceptable.
In a matter of hours, the lives of 19 people were changed. Some ended in Cincinnati streets, and Police Chief Elliot Isaac says it can't keep happening.
We've seen an alarming number of unintended victims.
But how can you change it?
Police have to make sure that they are there and involved, not only when there's crime, they have to be there and involved on a continuous daily basis.
Scotty Johnson, a Kennedy Heights native, was with the Cincinnati Police Department for 33 years. The former Sentinels president was on the force during the civil unrest in 2001. He believes, even in today's environment, there's a way for police to work hand in hand with neighborhoods, but says it's a multifaceted approach.
Not only with putting a lot of resources in the community, but you got to make sure those resources are being utilized to get to the root problem as to what exactly transpired and why this uptick in violence is occurring.
It's been my experience that communities welcome that.
Johnson says CPD went through a similar process surrounding the creation of the collaborative agreement nearly 20 years ago and believes the department is working to strengthen relationships. Chief Isaac says in terms of motive, suspects, or other aspects of these investigations, about half of the victims were not the intended target, and the shootings are likely unrelated. Kristen Swilley, WCPO 9 News.